Ever since I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to make a video like this. I don't see any channels offering an in-depth guide on this topic, so that's why I wanted to cover this. So let's make this happen. Is it your first time clubbing and confused and nervous on what you should be doing? I'm going to cover a lot of topics that I think everyone should know when going out for the first time, or even if you've been going for a number of years, this video will still benefit you. I partied a lot from age 19 to 27. I indulged in a lot of bad habits. I woke up with crazy hangovers, ended up on top of cop cars, watched myself and other friends end up in the hospital, got into fights, and woke up with 4 other people in a hot tub after a night out. You name it, I've probably done it. As I don't recommend this lifestyle to this extent, going out every once in a while isn't gonna hurt you, and you'll get a chance to meet a lot of other people and new friends. Or hey, maybe you're just trying to meet and get lucky with some ladies out there and trying to find an opportunity to practice your social skills or your approach game. Everything that I'm going to be going over in this video will be based on my experience of how to have a good time and the challenges that I overcame. Let's go. Your outfit. Depending on what club or pub you are going to, there's going to be a certain dress code. There's always images posted online. If the club has a website or an Instagram page, you can go to these websites and pages and see what the dress code is like, how everyone is dressing, what you should be wearing, and what to look out for. Don't be that guy who shows up in sandals, a white tank top, and sweatpants. The amount of times I've seen guys dress so bad and don't end up getting in is way too high. Dress nice, groom yourself, put on some deodorant, and smell good. You don't want to be that guy out there who's smelling up the entire dance floor. It happens way too much. And you'll be getting stared at and dirty looks the whole entire time. This happens a lot. There's a ton of guys at the clubs, so the competition can be pretty scarce sometimes. So making sure you are nailing the common sense stuff and the basics is essential. Well, actually, it's not so common sense nowadays, but hey, watching this video, you'll be way ahead of the game. I like to wear clothing or pieces that will strike up a conversation with someone, like wearing a different shirt that I know most guys won't be wearing, or a certain necklace or bracelet, or a pair of boots that you think would stand out. And hey, if it's your birthday and you're going out, get one of those birthday badges. You can buy them from Amazon, the dollar store, Walmart. Throw one on and that'll strike up a conversation with a lot of people out there. Girls will be putting their hands all over your shirt and thinking, wow, it's your birthday, let me buy you a drink. Well, hopefully if they're cool girls, of course. Let's go over pre-drinking. Clubbing can get pretty expensive, so what I like to do beforehand is get a couple of friends over, buy some drinks, listen to music, have a good time, discuss how the night's gonna go. It gets you feeling good and in the mood to start heading down to the club. But don't overdo this. This could be dangerous. You could pre-drink so much with your friends because you're having an outstanding time that you don't even end up getting into the club because you're way too drunk and you're stumbling over. Have a few drinks, but not a lot. Discuss how you're getting there, how you're getting home, even if you don't make it home. I'm just kidding. I'm sure you guys will. Just stick to the advice in this guide and you'll be fine. Show up to the club with a slight buzz. That way you'll save on a lot of drinks when you get there. If you don't drink, that's totally fine. You can still hang out with friends, enjoy the music, and enjoy each other's company. Or you can just head down to the club and forget the whole pre-drinking process as it's not as important to you. Either one is cool. Don't spend a lot of money. When you arrive at the club, drinks can be so expensive. If you plan on taking some money out and buying drinks, stick to a certain amount and don't go over that. Tell your friends not to let you take out any more money if it comes to that. Save money by taking Uber there or taking public transit, depending how late it is, of course. But it's always a smart idea once you're heading down there. Don't be that guy stranded in the middle of the road at 3 a.m. because you lost your friends and now you don't know what to do and now you're stuck paying for everything by yourself. Plan ahead and make sure it's cheaper by having at least 3 or 4 friends in the Uber with you. Plan this stuff. This money saving tip is even more important when you're about to buy girls drinks. I'll go over this in the next point, but don't start taking out $300, $400, or $500 just to impress someone because you're just gonna end up wasting all your money and you're probably never gonna see these girls again. You will always regret it. Be smart. Let's go over women now. This is the topic I'm sure most of you guys have been waiting for, so let's hop into this. There are tons of beautiful women, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, how do you approach them or how do you even start a conversation with them? I feel a lot of guys devalue themselves in certain certain situations like this. Either she's way too good looking, or there's another guy talking to her, so why should I even bother? I'm just gonna get rejected. While this is really hard to overcome in the beginning, with practice, it'll get second nature to you and so much easier. Don't put these women on a pedestal. Just remember they are like every single other girl out there. And if you get rejected, who cares? You'll never see them again, and they are probably either way too drunk to even remember who you are. And there's plenty of other girls out there to start a conversation with. Embrace it, because then you'll be even more inclined to keep going once you freeze up. There's no secret in attracting women in a club, or a certain line that you have to say in order to get them home with you. You have to experiment and see what works for you. Now, when I see an attractive girl at the club, this is what I normally do. I like to see what her body language is like, and who she showed up with, what her friends are like, and what they are doing in that particular moment. Is she inviting? Is her body language closed off? Girls like confident guys. So instead of dwelling on the situation, just immediately go up without thinking about it and just say hi. If she's at the bar, ask her, hey, what kind of drink should I get? Or what's your favorite? Or compliment her outfit. Girls will love this, and it'll strike up a conversation after that. It really is that easy, but most guys are still too scared to do this. And if you get rejected, like I said before, who cares? Move on to the next. I would advise not buying a girl you meet a drink in the very beginning. And if she asks, it's time to move on to someone that is gonna value your time more and isn't just after a free drink. If you've been with this girl for a while now, and maybe you've danced for a few songs and you're getting along, it's coming naturally to you, then I would buy her a drink once she's been in your presence for a while. I see so many guys making this mistake, buying a girl a drink right off the bat, and then they end up leaving right away. And then they're upset thinking, oh no, what did I do? She was just looking for a free drink. This is why you need to wait, because so many girls are out there like that. And a lot of them have boyfriends too, and are just looking for free drinks for themselves and their friends. So you gotta take that into account. Do the opposite. Pretend you are the prize. If a girl is asking you for a drink, say, no, how about you buy me a drink instead? And honestly, it'll get a funny conversation going, and the girl will respect you for being ballsy. It'll make her more attracted to you and show your dominance, that you're not like every other pushover guy out there, giving in and buying them free drinks. If things are going great with the girl that you met, why not invite her back to your place? Many guys have trouble closing with this part, but it's as easy as saying, I'm having a blast with you, but I'm getting tired. How about we go and watch a movie back at my place? Something easy like that is all you need. Just be funny and confident, and you won't have any problems with attracting the girls that you want. Of course, this takes a lot of practice. Don't expect to get this on the first time or the first couple weekends. You need to do this consistently if this is what you want. Let's talk about fights. Don't think it's cool to get into fights at the club. A lot of guys go there not to have a good time or at a party. They go there simply to get into fights with other guys. It's pathetic. Stay away from these types of guys. A lot of these guys want to look cool in front of their friends or to look masculine in front of their girlfriends. But you know what? It does the exact opposite. These guys are idiots and always end up getting into trouble. You were there to have fun with your friends and to have a good time, not ending up back in the hospital with a broken nose. It will ruin the entire night for you and your friends. If someone comes up to you trying to fight you or, start an issue with one of your friends, the best thing to do is just walk away, get yourself out of that situation as soon as possible. Do not engage, and you never know how the situation can end up, but it's not gonna end up well. Most of these guys are just really drunk anyways, so if you leave, they probably won't even remember who you are or why they were getting mad in the first place. It's just a big waste of time. You could also get kicked out and put on bar watch, which means you'll be banned from the club for a number of years, and maybe even other clubs out there too, not just that one. So is it really worth it getting into a fight with some random stranger who you don't even know, and then you're banned for a number of years over something so stupid? And do you want to see your friends get hurt? I didn't think so. Go there to have fun and not to fight. The addiction. Going to clubs or bars can get addicting. The idea of being with endless girls, awesome music, and having a great time with your friends, and drinks within arm's reach will have you wanting to do it more often than not. I don't recommend clubbing. This video is to help you be more mentally prepared for this, what to expect, and the consequences and positives of the situation. Sure, try it out once or a few times if that's what you want to do, but I don't recommend it every weekend or every other weekend. There's just a lot of better things you could be doing with your time that is way healthier and way more productive. But if you were simply wishing to experience it, or this is something you want to do every weekend, then this is what this video is for. I've seen a lot of people get addicted to drinking and going out more than once a week. It's not a good lifestyle. Make good, smart choices. Want more inspiration on things that'll actually improve your life? Then check out more videos from this channel, The Hangover. But By far, the worst part of drinking and partying is the hangover. Depending on how much you drink, you could be that guy laying in bed, throwing up the next morning, experiencing extreme migraines, dehydration, and muscle loss. Who needs any of that? Another reason why you should be taking it easy when you're going out. These hangovers can be ruining your entire day, or even the next couple days, depending how old you are. It gets harder with age, that's for sure. Try not to have anything planned the next day, or work. The amount of times I've been to work hungover is just the worst idea ever, and it makes the shift go by so slow, and you dread it completely. Some tips that I like to do when I'm hungover the night before is I'll put a Gatorade next to my bed. I'll put 2 pills of Advil, 2 pills of Gravol. I have it all set up next to my bed so I can just grab it without even having to leave my bed. This works like a charm. Give it a try. The most important part is getting fluids back into your system. Alcohol literally dehydrates you and poisons you, so that's why you feel so shitty the next day. This is also the time to text your friends to make sure they're still alive and not dead, and to see if they even made it back that night, and if they're not stranded somewhere. So send them a nice good morning message, making sure they are safe at home, and to laugh about all the stupid things you guys did last night. And hey, some good things too, right? Here's some bonus tips. Remember, there is a cover charge at each club that you go into, so make sure you have the required cash at hand. These lines can be super long, so if you have a lot of friends you're coming down with, make a guest list. This will save you a lot of time and put you in a special lineup that gets you in even faster than the regular lineups. Are you heading out with any girls? If so, stay with them. Girls tend to get in even faster than guys do in the lineup. Use that to your advantage. I don't personally support clubbing anymore, as I've been there and done that and I know all the consequences, and as my channel is a self-improvement channel. I hope this channel can help you and keep you better prepared out there if this is the lifestyle that you've been indulging in. This is based on my experience and not something I do anymore. I hope you enjoy this video and learn something from it. Comment below your experiences while going out. Later, guys.